asked about the expression of emotion in his film Paris, Texas, director Wim Wenders said this: "Sentimentality, of course, is a danger. It's the other side of emotion, a perversion of emotion, right? I don't think we crossed that line. Travis knows he has to go further, and I knew I had to go further and not tell another story of a guy who's unable to face his emotions, or his love, or his longings. And ultimately, Paris, Texas is the story of a guy who does face his emotions, his love, and his longings." One of the ways that this film tells its story is through its mise-en-scene. Mise-en-scene is a French phrase literally translated to putting on stage. It is the art of blocking, the art of what is intentionally left on screen in order to better tell its story. And it's comprised of two major visual components: design and composition. Keeping this in mind, mise-en-scene can dramatically impress an intended atmosphere and feel while watching a film. And in Paris, Texas, mise-en-scene helped convey the story of Travis.
Have you seen Jane or talked to her?
Take a look at the opening scene. Everything we need to know and need to be shown is shown. We see Travis alone in the vastness of this open and indescript desert. This was shot in what's known as the closed frame, where the off-screen space is not important to the scene, instead focusing on what is shown within the frame's confines. Compare that to the open frame, where the off-screen is emphasized, where the characters can move freely between the shot and the film's world. A good analogy in recognizing the difference between the two is that an open frame is like peering through a window onto the world the film creates, and a closed frame is like a painting, everything put into sight meticulously and purposefully. Paris, Texas can be seen as a primarily closed film, but as we travel through Travis's story, we find that the frame opens up in relation to some key characters. On his journey back to LA, we find that there's still a lot of these closed frames as he is slowly goaded back into the society he left, only really opening up when interacting with his brother, Walt.
Come on, pretty please.
Even as he tries to reconnect with his son, Hunter, we find Travis in that closed frame. But during the home video screening, we find that the frame opens up, if ever so slightly. Hunter's what will open up the frame for Travis during this film, giving him a world where he can move freely within, but he is no longer confined to his own vulnerability. This scene begins to show the relationship between Travis and Hunter, and the relationship of their choices. We, as the audience, want to believe that Hunter will permanently open the frame up to Travis, as we hopefully see in subsequent scenes. But this does not become the case. As Travis pours Hunter into his life, we see that he is still very much trapped in the closed frame. We see as Travis gets closer and closer to finding Jane, the frame closes again, indicating that perhaps for Travis, he will never fully open up to the world. And then, in the final monologue, nothing else is more important than what is directly seen in the final confrontation between Travis and Jane.
Can I tell you something?
Please go on.
The scene is confining as the audience is enveloped in the story that Travis and Jane tell each other in their closed frames. And the film ends exactly how it starts. Travis, alone in a closed frame. But this time there's some hope that perhaps reuniting Hunter and Jane has opened the world up for Travis as he drives into the night, no longer confined by his repressed emotions.